Welcome back to the Barley Lads. As always, I'm Zane with Bryce behind the camera. Today, we're talking about Powers Gold Label. This is Powers Gold Label. It's a blended Irish whiskey. Again, this is coming out of the Midleton Distillery, out of Midleton, County Cork. ABV of 43.2% or 86.4 proof. Again, this is a non-age statement whiskey, but as an Irish, we do know that it's at least 3 years old. For the price, you should be able to get this between $25 and $32. For the mash bill, like most blends, we don't know exactly what's in all of them, but there is a pot still component as well as a grain whiskey component. And this should be about a 70% to 30% pot still to grain, so definitely a higher ratio of pot still. All right, let's taste some whiskey. On the nose, you get some cinnamon, some biscuity, buttery goodness, a little bit of caramel. You do get a little alcohol burn, little grain cereal. On the taste, again, you get some buttery flavors, honey. Still get that strong, like a shortbread biscuit. It does have a little bit of a longer finish, probably because it does have a bit more alcohol than most base Irish whiskeys. Most of them are right at 40%. This is coming in at 43.2, so you do get a little bit more alcohol in there. Plus, with the higher pot still content, you get a little bit more spice. Higher pot still content compared to Jameson, I should say. This is coming out of the same distillery as Paddy's, as Redbreast, that's the spot whiskeys. A lot of those are at 80 proof. This is coming originally out of the John's Lane Distillery in Dublin, 1791. Originally founded by James Power. It was changed in 1822 to John Power and Sons. I believe when they actually moved to the John's Lane Distillery location. It originally came out of a public house or a pub where they were making beer, but then they transitioned over to a distillery. They are the first company to actually bottle their own whiskey. I believe that started in 1891. Powers is really cool. They also brought on the mini bottle, so your little airplane bottles. Those first came out of the Powers Distillery, again in the 1890s or early 1900s, something like that. I've talked on previous episodes about how Irish distilleries kind of merged to save themselves from bankruptcy. Powers is one of those, along with Jameson and the Cork Distillery. They all moved their operations to become Irish distillers in County Cork. What else? Some information. This originally was just a single pot still whiskey. It became a blended whiskey in the 1960s, to compete with blended scotches to really stay in the market. Powers was one of the largest whiskey brands in the world in the late 1800s, but it also is still the best-selling Irish whiskey in Ireland. So it actually outsells Jameson in Ireland, but they've really pushed Pernod Ricard, who owns Irish Distillers now, has pushed the Jameson label worldwide and kind of keeping Powers for themselves in Ireland. It is coming out. There are other ones that we will be tasting in later episodes. Those are some of my favorite whiskeys. Actually, I keep saying that a lot, but all the whiskeys are my favorite apparently. So, but anyway, thank you again for watching another episode of the Barley Lads. As always, I'm Zane with Bryce behind the camera. Please like and subscribe. Hit the bell to get notifications when we post new videos. Sanja.